Yeah, that's my new transition. I'm balancing the camera with one hand on a big, heavy tripod that weighs like 3 kilograms. So, my buff arm right here should be more buff after doing this a couple of times. Anyways, Happy New Year to everyone there out right now. If you guys don't know, we have been out of the country at the start of the year because we were covering CES 2020 with Riku. Now we're back here in the Philippines, and of course with that, new video to come out. I'm playing one of the best games on mobile, better than Raid Shadow Legends. This is Grand Chase Dimensional Chaser. It is developed by KOG Games, or KOG. They were the ones that created the original Grand Chase, and of course, the popular new game that came out on Steam, which is Kurt Spell. Alright, so, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of new gear that I got here, of course, courtesy of... Yes? Wait lang, gumagawa lang ang video. Yeah, as you can see, we're gonna go somewhere else. And of course, courtesy... Whoop! Of Galax Gaming, and there's a lot of this here. All right, so another disclaimer here, guys. I know I haven't sent out all of the winnings from like the one that came out in August. That has been a couple of months already, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah, we're gonna be giving away some new stuff that I will tell you guys how to join probably soon. Turn off the electric fan. It's now getting super hot. As you can see, my face is now convulsing with sweat. So let's start off with the stuff that I have as of the moment that I'm gonna be giving away. Where is it? Ah, yes. So again, big shout outs to Galax for the sponsorship that they're doing right now. They've really enjoyed my content that I've been doing, the posts as well as the streams. So that's also in thanks with you guys. So in turn, we're gonna be giving away 2 of these juturna-u gaming headset. So Xanova is the kind of the sub gaming brand, I think, of Galax. So that's pretty cool, right? We also have, of course, a mouse pad, the XP730CSR. Now this is, of course, your kind of hard surface mouse pad. It has RGB on the side, so if you guys really want to have that new aesthetics, you got this one. And pretty much for some reason, this brand of peripherals looks like they're kind of made with the future in mind, like that metallic design, metallic color and design. So this is the ones that I'll be giving away, 2 of each, so that's 4 in total. And then the ones that I have is these ones. So these, of course, you know me, I've gone into the realm of reviewing, so I'll be checking these stuff out for about 1 to 2 weeks, then I'll make a quick video to tell you guys what I feel about this gear, because you know me, I also like some really competitive gear to use. Maybe we'll install it as well as part of the vlog or something. So next up we have the juturna-u gaming headset. I just read it a little bit in their website, and it says it's really good for music and FPS. That doesn't sound too good though, because too much bass on FPS would be really weird, and that's how I like to always listen to my music if it's not lo-fi. So we'll see how that goes. This will go here onto the side. And of course, to change the keyboard that I have is their Xanova Magnetar RGB mechanical keyboard. Now I love the look of this one. It kind of has the same vibe as the TechWear keyboard, but at least now it has a wrist rest. It's a full-size keyboard, has a volume scroll here onto the sides. It's slanted down, so at least my hands will maybe have an ergonomic angle, I guess. And we'll see how this works out, because my space on my PC setup is not that big, so I have to adjust for this, because this is really huge, and it can only accommodate what is right now probably a TKL keyboard. Next up is something I'm probably one of the most curious about as well, is this Mensa Pro gaming mouse. Now this thing, you know me, I love my gaming mouse. I've been collecting over the years. I've sold some, I've kept some. Right now, I'll be transparent, I'm using the Logitech G304 wireless gaming headset, which has really good ergonomics. It's wireless and has about 85 to 90 grams of weight with the battery I'm using. So if that works out, if this actually replaces that, we'll see. So this thing is rocking a Pixart PMW 33890? 33890DM. I'm not really sure about the sensors anymore. Honestly, sensors are way too good that it doesn't really matter, but we'll see how this performs. If it's too heavy, if it's not too ergonomic, we'll see depending on how I perform. And this one is probably the second or the most thing that I was looking forward to. I hope I'm recording because this is gonna be so bad if I was not recording. Shoutouts to my Sony a7 II that does not have a flip out screen, but it's still a super awesome camera. Now this thing is the Hall of Fame Lab Master DDR4 3600 megahertz. This is awesome because right now I have a 16 or a 8x2 gigabyte kit that is running at 2800 megahertz. Now I can probably boost this up to 3200 without crashing my Ryzen system. So just to show to you guys real quick what it looks like. I don't want to drop it at all. So it's right here. Let's see how those fashion vloggers do it. Like this one, guys. Can you see it? It's white. It has the Hall of Fame on it, and I feel like the top and these translucent parts at the side are RGB. So hells to the yeah. I'm gonna install this. Let's go. Boom! Boom! So we're gonna be showcasing now each and every one of those items that we have, at least the ones that I'm gonna be using. So the RAM, the mouse, the keyboard, as well as the headset. So let's go. First off in my hand is the Galax H Hall of Fame HOF OC Lab Master DDR4. Now this is a 2x8 kit that goes up to 3600 megahertz. I can see it here right on the back, but for the intents purposes of my rig, maybe it's gonna go to 3200 without blue screening or something, because that is the issues with the second and even older generation of the Ryzen processors. But I'm still very thankful that I'll be able to use this. They look super sleek, and as you can see, they're white. They're hella white. So good. Next up is the Mensa Pro RGB gaming mouse by Xanova. Now this thing again is rocking a PMW 3389DM sensor. I don't know what the hell that means, but knowing that Pixart is a really good mouse sensor developer or creator or designer, well, this should be pretty good. And I'm just really curious about how the overall weight and size and shape of this mouse will really just affect my gameplay. Boop. Boop. Ooh, okay. Keep fresh. What does it say keep fresh right there on the product? I have no idea why. Okay. So, pulling this out. Yes. Oh, I like that. Minimal packaging, pretty good. So it has a gaming mouse manual here, and wow, looking at it, this thing's not really big. I actually thought this thing would be in the realm of like the old SteelSeries Rival 300s, but probably a little bit smaller. Nice weight to it as well. Cord might provide a little bit of resistance because that is one of the issues of gaming mice, but still pretty good. I like it. Scroll wheel is really smooth. Not a lot of tactile feedback to it. Nice feedback on the DPI sensor. Just pretty good overall. Looks really sharp. On to the next one. Next up is juturna-u gaming headset, and as you can see, it just wants to fall off the product. So it has a really nice Xanova logo right about there, as it should be. Popping this right up, sliding this right through. There's a foam. I feel like I'm going too overboard with the opening of this product, but I'm just really happy that I get to test out this kind of stuff here. Now, check it out. It is not wireless from the looks of it, but this means that this is a detachable headset. Testing it out right now. It's actually pretty comfy, but we'll have to see because I have gone from from headphones to earphones right now in my long-term gaming because it just feels much better on the long term because you don't have this kind of clamping force on your head. Of course, the drawback is that you don't get as much audio quality for it, but I do have a gaming amplifier that does make any headset or even earphones that I wear really good, so has never been an issue. So here are the attachment that it has. It has a USB dongle right here. This is probably for the 7.1 surround sound. We have here a 3.5mm jack, so this is probably for direct contact onto the headset, and then we could probably bring it outside if you wanted to. There's also a connector for what looks like to be a small microphone. We'll be testing it out later on or maybe on the stream. So that's about it. So all that connects right here on the bottom, yada. We got here some, are these? There's some kind of like ventilation things right there on the side here that you can open, probably to create more noise from outside, but at the same time maybe give you a little bit more ventilation on your ears. I'll have to check on that and maybe put it post-edit. So that's pretty cool. Thanks for that, Galax. Of course, here it is, the coup de grace. This is the Magnetar RGB. So this is a full-size keyboard that has legit cherry MX blue switches. Yeah, this thing is massive. I have not had a keyboard of this size in a while. I've always been with the TKLs. I never really needed the numpad, but maybe now I might be able to. As you can hear, just a little bit of the tapping. It's super noisy, and right there has, again, super minimalist, clean design. I do love that. Has a kind of groove texture here on the side. Has the Xanova logo on the side as well. You can hear that. Ah, yes. These are really good switches. The cable is not removable. Maybe it is. It seems like it might be, but you have to kind of tinker it out with it. It's not detachable on the get-go. So if this does break, it will break the entire keyboard unless you kind of fix it yourself. Has some flip-up feet right here for a little bit more elevation, and of course the rubbers. It does not have a USB pass-through, so you can't connect here your phone or your flash drives if you want to, do some connectivity, something. You have to place it on your PC. So that's about it. That's the gear that I'm gonna be having. I'm gonna take a couple of pictures with it so I can post it on my Facebook, and then we'll be gonna be going to installing it on the computer when I come back. So yeah, this is kind of like my current setup as of the moment. As you can see, my Brazen gaming chair has been reupholstered. I've got it to this charcoal gray kind of color, which is really awesome. And first foremost, we're going to be installing the HOF RAM here. So we'll be starting it off by popping this out. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Alright, so as you can see, we were able to make it work. Hang on, I'm just gonna pop this thing out of its tripod. So as you can see, we are booted up at 3.7 gigahertz at 2800 megabytes. So I'm gonna try to do something. That's about it. All right, let's see if it works. 3200. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. It's booting up. Now, the thing is, I always look towards my monitor. If it doesn't work, if this keeps blinking, that means that it's not opening, and yeah, that's gonna happen. So it seems like we maxed out at 2800. I'm gonna see if I can change the values and hopefully fix this issue. So I'm gonna be coming back at you guys once this is fixed. Alright, so as you can see, we were able to fix the entire setup already. We have the keyboard, the mouse, as well as the RAM installed inside, and of course the headsets right here, dangled beautifully on the thingamabob. I'm gonna try to play some music on this. So far the mouse feels really good. It's super smooth and actually light to the touch, which I really do love. There's a nice amount of padding or feet for it to glide onto my surface. So excited to use this for some League of Legends and maybe some CSGO FPS games that are yet to test out. Has a ton of DPI settings. I have to check if this actually has any software online, but super excited. Again, thank you to Galax for this one. Really looking forward to testing this and giving you an honest review about this. You know me guys, even though it's partnered, even though it's sponsored, I would always give you the heads up on everything that I use. See you guys on the next one. Your channel. Bye bye. Peace.